After the month of January, we are sitting in third place in the table, just 2 points behind second place. In the Leasing.com trophy, we went to penalties against Sunderland in the semi-final of the Cup. Again, we were taking penalties first, just like we did in our last Leasing.com trophy game. Up first is Tan Long. We go to aim at bottom right, and we sneak it just by the keeper, putting us up 1-0. The first taker, Maguire, shoots, and he completely misses the goal, giving us this early advantage. Ned Love lines up his shot. Good shot, however, the keeper was able to save it. Their second taker, Will Grigg, completely misses the goal again, meaning we still have a 1-point cushion. Nib shoots and tries to go down the middle, and the keeper does not move, and he saves it. Watmore shoots, and he does score, even though Wade dived the right way. Rolls is up next, and he sends the keeper the wrong way, converting his penalty, putting us up 2-1. Max Power is the next one to shoot, and he also scores from the spot, tying the game at 2-2 heading into the fifth penalty. El Solia, the captain, steps up, and he converts his penalty, meaning that if Wade saves this next penalty, we will advance to the final of the Leasing.com trophy. Their player lines up to take a shot. Wade doesn't move, but he doesn't have to because it goes off the post, sending us into the final of the Leasing.com trophy. In the month of February, we didn't really go anywhere in the league, but we are now only 1 point behind second place, which is a slight improvement. In the month of March, we did do good in the league, but according to the table, we are not, as we are 6 points behind first and second place. However, that is because they have played more games than us, and that is due to us progressing in the Leasing.com trophy. And speaking of that, we have our game against Shrewsbury in the final next. In the final against Shrewsbury, in the 37th minute, we earned a penalty. Nedelev goes up to shoot, and he scores from the spot, putting us up 1-0 in the final. An absolutely brilliant penalty. Even though the keeper went the right way, Nedelev made sure that the keeper would not be able to save his shot. That Nedelev goal would be all that we would need in order to win the Leasing.com trophy. His penalty in the 37th minute gave us the lead, gave us the game, gave us the trophy. The players are absolutely loving it. I'm absolutely loving it, as we are able to claim our first piece of silverware with the club. What a way to cap off a first trip to Wembley. There's the captain, Jabo Ibrahim, playing in his final season, maybe his final chance to earn a trophy, as he gets to lift it in front of the players, in front of the fans. That is truly how every player should get to retire, lifting a piece of silverware, the first for the club under the reign of JTB Gaming. In the month of April, we were able to climb to first in the league. This is absolutely mental. Going into the final match day, if we are able to beat Scunthorpe United, we are able to win the league. We're not even going to think about what happens in the Port Vale Forest Green game, because we are going to win this next game. Here we are in the final game of the season. Remember, if we win the league. But if not, we will have to look at the result of the Port Vale Forest Green game, but we should not even have to think about that, because we should only be focused on winning this match. In the 19th minute of this match, we concede the throw-in. They're able to work the ball, not forcing anything, just slowly possessing the ball, before it gets played into Miller, who miscontrols it, but he gets it across as Omarigic is drawn out of position, and Miller is able to score, putting Scunthorpe United up 1-0, 21 minutes into the game. Here we are at halftime. Now, we may be losing 1-0, but Port Vale is currently losing to Forest Green 2-0. So as long as the results stay, we will win the league. But hopefully, we are able to win this game, so we won't even have to think about that. In the 57th minute, Nedelev takes the ball from the defender. Ibrahim gets the ball, and he dribbles towards the sideline before he plays Tan Long in behind. He picks his head up, doesn't like what he sees, cuts it back against across the defender, whips it into Gordon, defender heads it away before Ibrahim smashes it into the back of the net, tying the game. This might be his most important goal he's ever scored for the club. We were able to tie the game and possibly win us the league. It is all over. We have won the league. While we may have lost the battle, we have won the war. An amazing end to an amazing season. We fought hard all season long. Every game we played, we deserved the result that we got, and we were able to pull through and win the league. As a manager, I can't say anything except for good job, well done, and it's time to celebrate. I'm so proud of the club and what we were able to do in this first season. As Ibrahim is able to lift a second trophy, two things of silverware in one season. Not bad for a first season. Also, you can see El Solia is pumped as he knows how much this means to the club. Not only did we win the league, but we now are promoted and are going to be playing in the third tier of English football, as Ibrahim is able to lift the trophy as we win the league. Good job, Cambridge United. Well done. Let's get them next season. There they are. Title winners, Cambridge United. This is how the table looks at the end of the season. As you can see, we were able to finish first with 26 wins, 12 draws, 8 losses. We scored 73 goals, only conceding 46, with a positive goal difference of 27. Looking now at the top scorers of the league, we had Tan Long, who scored 18 in 44 matches, who's only 3 goals off the Golden Boot. And we also had Nedelev, who scored 11 goals in 39 games. Looking at the players with the most assists, Nedelev had 9 in 39 games, and he was the only player to make the top 25 from our team. Looking at clean sheets, Wade had the most with 16 in 44 games. That just shows how important he is to our team. Looking at the most yellow cards in the season, Sigurdsson was our only player in the top 25 who had 7 yellow cards in 42 games. Looking now specifically at our team in the league, Jabo Ibrahim was able to have the highest average rating of an 8.2. However, he did only play in one game, so you could say Victor Gordson had the best rating of a 7.1. Looking at the team, we did only have 3 players get a red card throughout the season in Luke Hannett, Samir Kruthers, and Amir El Solia. Looking at yellow cards, Sigurdsson did have the most with 7, but he did not get a red card, and Amir El Solia, who had 5 yellow cards, did end up earning a red card. These players that we are looking at now are players that I have bought on a free contract. I signed Kurto just because while Wade did perform well for us this season, I just don't think he was going to be good enough to compete in League One. I signed Tim Ream as an excellent center back, along with Friend, who will be the 2 center backs joining Omragic as we switch to a 5-2-1-2. Banku will be playing our left back, while BC will be playing our right back. Schwab will be joining El Solia in the midfield, while Wadant will be joining Gordson up top, and we will have Nedelev playing the attacking mid. Looking now at just the total stats from the team in all competitions, Noel was our player who appeared in the most games, having 63 appearances and appearing in every single league game. Our total top scorer was Tan Long, who scored 24 goals in 58 games, while not even playing striker for all those games. Todor Nedelev was the player who had the most assists for the club this season, as he was able to have 13 assists, also with 13 goals, which is why I want him playing our attacking mid next season. The players who had the most clean sheets throughout the season were Tan Long and Noel, proving how important they are to the team. While they may not be consistent starters next season, they will be very reliable players coming off of the bench. Looking now at our highest rated players at the end of the season, El Solia was the highest rated with 69, Nedelev was second with 68, Rolls was a 66 overall, Tan Long was a 65 overall, and Besir Omragic was a 65 overall as well. Looking now at the players who went up the most during the season, Wade went up 8, Omragic went up 6, Hassanali went up 6, Harvey Nibbs went up 5, Callens went up 4, King went up 4, Morales went up 4, Sigurdsson went up 4, and Gordson went up 4. Looking now at some of our older players who did decrease in overall, Ibrahim went down 1, however he's not going to be at the club next season. Daniel Jones also went down 1, but he's not going to be at the club next season. And Tan Long also went down 1 overall next season, which is why he will not be a starter, but more of a bench player. Looking now at the cups that we participated in this season, we did get knocked out in the second round replay against Scunthorpe in the FA Cup. In the Carabao Cup, we did get knocked out in the third round to Premier League side Brighton, but we still put up a fight, and we made it to the third round as a League 2 team. Lastly, we look at the Leasing.com trophy, where we went on to win 1-0 against Shrewsbury in the final to win Cambridge United its first piece of silverware under the management of JTB Gaming. Looking over things financially at the end of the season, we were able to have a $3.95 million profit, and we were able to more than quadruple the club worth with a projection of $11.96 million club worth. Looking at our earnings this season, we were able to earn $11.8 million. Looking at the overall expenses for the club, we did lose $7.85 million. Looking at our overall resume, we've only been with one club, we've won 1 title, we've won 1 cup. Our biggest win was against Plymouth 3-0 in February. Our biggest defeat was 4-0 versus Scunthorpe in December of 2019, and that was the FA Cup replay that we lost. Our record transfer fee was Basir Omarigic for $444,444. As a club, we have had a total earning of $752,000. And we have played 63 games. We have won 36, drawn 16, lost 11, scoring 96 goals, and only conceding 65 against us. Looking specifically at the 2019-2020 season, with Cambridge United, they wanted us to avoid finishing in the bottom part of the league. We went on to win the league. Domestic Cup, they wanted us to reach the round of 32 stage, but we did lose in the second round replay to Scunthorpe United. In the Carabao Cup, we were able to make it to the third round. In the league, we were able to win, and in the Leasing.com trophy, we were able to win. I find it surprising that we never won Manager of the Month, considering we won the league. And we did not win Manager of the Year award, which I also find somewhat surprising. Our record transfer fee paid was for Basir Omarigic of $444,444. The highest fee that we received was for Fraser of $560,000. We did finish first in the league, and we played 63 games, won 36, drew 16, lost 11, scored 96 goals, and only allowed 65 goals. And that's a wrap on our first season as manager of Cambridge United. If you have any suggestions, please drop them in the comments. Thank you all for watching. This is JTB Gaming, signing out.